Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm One Jin.
Today we're going to talk about Netflix Leave the World Behind. It's a movie that released in 2023, but we just watched it, so too bad. And we're going to talk about it. Full spoilers ahead for the entire movie, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes long, starring Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts. Shout out to ZZ. Oh yeah, toilet break over. We're going to keep the shout out to the next cast because we're trying to focus on the review this time around. Hope that's okay, guys. Big shout out to Scott Walker, too. Anyway, here we go.
Okay.
You want to go first?
All right,
one,
let me go first. You know, I wasn't really expecting much from this movie. I mean, at first, just last week, I didn't even know that this movie existed. And then I heard about it, and then I saw the cast. And man.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke.
Julia Roberts.
And Julia Roberts was a surprise because I haven't seen her for a long time. It's like, what was the last movie or TV show that she did?
Pretty Woman? I'm just kidding.
That's like the 80s.
I'm just kidding.
But anyway, so it's been a while since we last saw her. And Mahershala Ali. I mean, that guy's certified gold these days.
Yeah, Walker, let's talk about after this review. We're going to try to focus on the review, man.
Yeah, we will get back to Titanic after, like, when we do the Let's Talk session.
Yeah.
Okay? But anyways, so as I was watching the video, I got this really strange feeling. You know, like, the movie kind of felt like one of those independent films. I think.
What do you mean one of those independent films?
You know, have you seen that movie called, like, The Swiss Army Man? The one with Paul Dano?
No.
Anyways.
So you're saying there's an art house vibe?
Yeah, it does have this art house vibe, yet it's kind of dealing with this, like, apocalyptic situation kind of things, this apocalypse scenario. What I really liked about this movie is, like, the movie's ability to keep me anxious. Like, from beginning of the movie, when they're showing us all these, like, mundane activities and everything, I was getting this constant feeling of, like, something's off with the music and even the camera work. You know, like, the way the camera turns and everything. It makes you. I don't know what it is, but it kind of gets on your nerves. So I really like the way they did that. Another thing I like about the movie is, like, how it's divided into different chapters. You know, like a play.
Because it's based on a book.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it says in the intro.
So I really like that touch. And the actors, they all did a tremendous job. And
I can't wait to talk now.
Yeah, I was also... I really like... I mean, not really like... But I was also really reminded a lot of that movie that we watched. What was it?
Which one?
What was it? 22 Cloverfield Lane or something?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of movies that deals with
the handheld angle.
Yeah.
But this one's not handheld, but I know what you mean. They do odd angles.
No, that's Cloverfield.
Oh.
But remember the one with John Goodman?
Oh, yeah.
Who claims that the world is, like, all, like, messed up and he's living in a bunker and everything. I mean, the reason why I got that, I mean, I was reminded of that was throughout the entire movie, I was very uncertain of what was going on. I mean, we do get, like, these, like, glimpses of, like, radios and so on, but they're basically in the dark. They don't know exactly what's going on. And as an audience, I also don't know what's going on. So it was very effective at making me feel the confusion that the actors would be feeling in the same moment.
All right.
But
let me get a chance to talk now.
Well,
no, go ahead. I'm just joking. I'm kind of joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, like, half the tension and half the steam kind of disappears once we kind of figure out the motive behind Mahershala Ali's character and his daughter. Because what keeps things tense is that in the beginning of the movie, we're not sure if they're actually telling the truth and what their intentions are. It kind of feels like they have some other scheme going on behind. But then later it just revealed that there is none. And it's just all about the apocalypse. So it does not keep that same anxious, uncomfortable feeling it had in the beginning all throughout the end. All right, so yeah, that's my take on the movie.
Let me go.
Joe.
Trash! 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 I can't believe you spoke that long, Wonjin. But you did a great summary of what you thought. No, listen, all jokes aside, I did not think it was trash. But let me re-say what Wonjin did. The first hour was great. And then afterwards, I got really frustrated. You know what this movie reminded me of? Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski does such a better job at this. Remember
You just mentioned The Pianist. Isn't that also by Roman Polanski?
No, but that's a different genre.
Yeah.
Remember, he does this kind of genre where you're supposed
Rosemary's Baby.
Not just that, but The Knife in the Water. And Knife in the Water is like an hour and 30-minute movie, man. I just felt... I'm sorry, Zezzy, if you liked it. No, I liked it in the hour mark. I just think this movie could be 1 hour 40 minutes. Because there were just scenes that I just felt were really redundant. By the time Julia Roberts and Mahershala Ali go down drinking and trying to hug, it just became so predictable for me. I wish someone died. That's how I felt. I wish someone got shot to increase the tension. Because when I was listening, the reason why I wanted to cut you off, kind of as a joke, was that. As soon as the 1 hour mark ended, I just started to get really frustrated. That animal thing I just felt like it could have just been done once. The problem is there are just too many red herrings that don't go anywhere. And it turns out it's like I thought it was very simplistic. Yeah. And the reason why I have a problem with that is, the reason why I thought is, It tried to make a social commentary. You know which movie I think is better? You know what's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio when there's a meteor coming?
Oh, Don't Look Up.
Exactly.
Yeah, Don't Look Up.
I thought Don't Look Up did a better job of a social commentary.
That was a great movie.
Because this one, I think it tried to be a lot of things. And I think my guess is that the novel is probably better. I think this probably happened in the process of, I think this happens all the time. When you're trying to adopt a novel or a play to a film, I love some elements of the film, but I just thought the director was too overambitious. Because I just after the 1 hour mark, and there were a lot of the social commentary too is too on the nose. So what are they saying? You know how these days news are saying, oh, America's in civil war, the left and the right. So, and then let's look back to the 90s.
We're not telling the truth because we're African American.
Yeah.
That was kind of in your face.
I just thought a lot of the social commentary, some of it were done well.
Why are we still sleeping in the basement?
Look, because in the hour when they were not talking about it, it was better. And that's what a Roman Polanski is a master at. He's very good at... One of the advantage of a film over a novel is the novel can show you without telling you. And I just thought...
I mean, not the novel. Do you mean the movie?
Yeah, the movie. I'm sorry.
The movie can just show, but instead of telling.
Yeah, and I hated that client thing. When Mahershala Ali and his daughter starts talking about client, I thought they were actors and thieves trying to take over this house or whatever. But when it became this rich person,
who's actually working in
cabal,
the world of finance.
And that reminded me of Oliver Stone's JFK. Because in there, Anthony Hopkins has this monologue that, no one is in charge. It's actually, there's no plan. And I just thought they try to bring too many themes and subtlety in there without hitting the mark on any of them. Yeah, you're right, Joe. I also felt it was too long. Yeah,
I agree. That sometimes, like you said, the daughter, especially the daughter of Mahershala Ali,
Rose,
she shouldn't have said anything in certain parts. Because she said it as a dialogue, there are some messages that kind of faded. I agree.
No, but I think it was too on the nose. So basically we live in America, at least, is in political anarchy, and people reminiscent of the 90s. And I here's the thing. I did not like the punchline. And here's the thing. Someone needed to die.
You know what I love though? Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon.
I loved Kevin Bacon playing that role of a survivalist.
Oh, shout out to Ichano. I liked it. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, and I think it's also like a holler at his old role.
Yeah.
In what's that movie called? Tremors. Tremors. Like, was it Kevin Bacon? Or was it some other guy who collects all those guns just in case?
I forget his name. I
forgot. I mean, the movie's old, but Kevin Bacon he's very good at playing this role.
Oh, great education field for fathers. Yeah, when your son loses your teeth, get a gun and rob your neighbor. So many famous actors in the movie, though. Yeah, I mean, hey, Zessie, I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm sorry to cut you off, Wajid. Like, this is the problem I had. I also felt the actors did not get a chance, except Mahershala Ali, didn't get the chance to act in their full range. Like, I thought, like, Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke characters should have gotten more dialogue. Because Mahershala Ali got all the cool ones. You know, the evil cabal and, you know, and...
No, but I think Ethan Hawke got to play a little wider range than Julia Roberts. Because basically Julia Roberts was like a bitchy mom in this movie.
Like a quote-unquote Karen.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. But Ethan Hawke got to play like that supportive father... And also, he also plays part where he's in panic. That Spanish lady like saying something in Spanish in that red flyer. Well, from distance, it looks like some Agent Orange or some shit. And then like pleading for help for his son. So he got to play a little more range. But I think, considering the caliber of these actors, I think, like you said, maybe the movie dialogue and the script kind of lacks.
No, and like Julia Roberts lied about like hating human. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think the movie tried to give us subtle hints that she hates human beings, as in like Sartre, where no, like the play No Exit, Hell is Other People. Like, here's the problem. I think the novel probably did a better job at presenting that. When she did that, like, and I just did not like. I thought the change in you know how in the house they changed the dynamic of the family a little, where Julia Roberts is now Mahershala Ali's wife, and Ethan Hawke wants to fuck Rose. It's one of the things Polanski does well. You know, there's always sex and tension and violence in these like creepy atmosphere thriller. It just I thought it was too ambitious by that point. I like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like 2-hour mark, I still have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like it could be anything, right? The problem with that is it just at least give us some hints of and then like the punchline ending where White House dominated. I just felt it was too ambitious for its own good.
Can you guys please answer this question for me? Why do so many actors have some of the nicest, sweetest feeling you can meet in real life in movies? When they're playing villains, they're really mean. It's probably because they're like, in your head, they're like the nicest people that you feel that they're extra mean when they play something mean.
Yeah, but how do you really know whether they're really good or bad in real life, though, right?
That's true.
I really like the end of the movie.
Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman, Erin Brockovich, good movies. Why do you think is a great? Who do you think is the greatest actress out of these three women? Julia Roberts, Nicole Kidman, and Angelina Jolie. Out of these three women, who do you think is the greatest female actress of all time? That is a difficult question, but I actually, in my mind, I instantly thought of another actress who would trump all of them, in my personal opinion. That would be Charlize Theron. Yeah, that's my favorite. She's the bomb. I really like the end of the movie because of the way that they dealt with getting the pills for the boys. It was very humane, realistic, unlike most. I also like how Rose found her way into that big house with the bunker, and she finally got that last episode of Friends, and she's having like the best time.
I mean, there were great scenes. It's just like there were a lot of intermissions that I felt was unnecessary. I did like the Teslas doing that. See, adding Tesla and talking to like it hints at, this is one interpretation. Okay, like America's fucked. Wasn't the '90s better? But was it really better? So it just keeps refusing to be interpreted. I don't mind that. Except I did on this one. I was just not satisfied with the ending at all.
I did like, however, the way like a full-scale invasion is executed in the 21st century. Getting a glimpse of what it might be like was actually quite terrifying to see.
The coup d'etat.
Yeah, when you watch movies like Die Hard 4.0, Live Free or Die Hard, I mean, it's Die Hard. It's an action blockbuster. Things are exaggerated. I mean, those things feel unreal because it's in the perspective of John McClane. But with this movie, it's in the perspective of like ordinary citizens like us. We're not really in the center of the action. We're just like, kind of like guessing what's going on. And
That's
this
a
all
good
like
point.
they can now hack into your infrastructure. They can hack into autonomous cars. So the way war is going to be waged in the future is going to be very different from what we know.
Like actually not future, even today probably.
Yeah, even today.
Yeah, because Russia meddling in the U.S. election, this is an ongoing thing. That's why I felt like the messaging at the end was kind of direct, because they set up a lot of things in the beginning just to do that. I felt like, I don't know, like.
Oh well.
As an Australian myself, I think Nicole Kidman is the best actress. No, that's okay. You have your own opinion.
Nicole Kidman is also an excellent actress. But I've never seen Nicole play a role that Charlize Theron often plays, like Furiosa, or what was it? That Monster. Yeah, Monster. So I'm pretty sure that she's capable of doing it, but she's just choosing not to. But based on what I saw from Nicole's movies, she definitely is one of the best actresses. Yeah, I gotta say.
Hey, shall we give a score?
I would give this 7, maybe 6.5. I think I can give it a 6.5. I mean, you're a little harsher, but I think I kind of liked it.
I give it a 5.
Like a 6.5.
I give it a 5. I just found it a little boring at the end. Just to be honest, I just felt some scenes were just redundant by that point, because you mentioned it about the moment Mahershala Ali and Ruth were in the basement. And then they reveal their like mother and all that, and some of the tanker scenes and like plane scenes. Like once the magic was gone and I knew this was happening for real, I felt the same way. That's when I was like, "Fast forward, please." So I give it a 5. So our average is 5.7. We give this a 5.7. So I would give it a 7, ZZ. I think they could have added more action to it. I don't know. So you see, here's the thing. I'm glad you said that, because the length becomes a problem. Because if you're going to do the Polanski thing, I thought it could be much shorter and stay on as like a mystery thriller, suspense. But if you're going to add like 2 hour 20 mark, like I said, I wish someone would die. Like I wish there were like, raging like a civil mob or something.
I mean, even the son who got that microwave attack, he didn't die. He managed to survive.
I was very confused about the microwave. I want to have my own bunker. Yeah, like okay, let's not go into science. But when the teeth started falling off, I was like, so you tried every trick in the book, huh? It could be anything, huh? That's how I felt. And that's just me. So you guys can all have your own opinion. But I personally found it a little boring at the end.
Fully functional off-grid system. Yeah. I'm always fascinated by the survivalist stuff. Deep inside, in my mind, I kind of also want to be one.
Yeah.
I want that secret bunker. It's one of the reasons why I love that episode with, what's it called? In Last of Us, we see that survivalist guy. What's his name?
I forget his name.
Bill. I think his name was Bill. Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes in Last of Us.
Don't you also like the conspiracy thing too?
Well,
not on this movie,
really. But it's. I think if I were born an American, I think I would like it. But in South Korea, the conspiracy theory, it doesn't really work, because I think our perspective of the government is very different. Hey, let's talk about the next one. Yeah. But
anyway, guys, we give it
our take.
We give it a 5.7. If you like suspense and Roman Polanski-esque mystery suspense thriller, this one may have a hearty message for you. But if you are tired of movies that are over 2 hours long without much justification, please don't fucking watch this movie. I'm sorry. I'm joking. You can watch. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you like these actors and you like thrillers, I would recommend it.
Oh, we know Fallout. Yeah, Fallout the movie or the series is in the making, right? Hey guys, anyway, we'll be back in 3 minutes, and we're gonna title it, R.I.P. to Dragon Ball's founder, because I'm sure you guys all saw the news too. That'll be our Let's Talk session, okay?
Oh, and Sandra Bullock, yes, she's also amazing. But I don't think I've seen Sandra Bullock play a villain, because Charlize can do everything. She can play like the Furiosa. She can play someone who's going crazy, like in Devil's Advocate. She also plays like these like really goofy roles. Even like those cheesy villain roles, like in Fast and Furious franchise. I think she's doing it for fun.
So,
but anyways, Sandra Bullock. I personally also love Sandra Bullock.
We appreciate you tuning in. We'll have our talk session, guys. Okay.
Yeah, we'll
anyway,
be right back.
guys, JoeJin Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was one Jin.
Please press like and subscribe. We'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. I wish the deers would slaughter them all. That's how I really felt.
I was like kind of thinking that maybe that stag would just stab her.
No, when the boss stag came up, I just thought, okay, kill them all. They're all gonna die, aren't they?
And they're gonna start.
No, I wish the flamingos rode on them and did this fucking like crane attack that General Lee Sushin did to all of them. That's how I really fucking felt at that point. Man, I was like, fuck this. Like, what? Anyway.